Are you stuck in arguments with someone who never, ever believes they're wrong? Do conversations feel like psychological combat zones, where they dodge responsibility and always play the victim? If so, then you might be dealing with a narcissist. Welcome to Mind Peak, and today we're decoding these manipulators and suggesting simple but effective ways to counter their toxic behavior. Number 1. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is when a narcissist distorts the truth and omits key details. Their goal? To deliberately make you question your memory, perception, or even sanity. For example, if you confront the narcissist about a past incident where they belittled you in front of your friends, they might stare blankly and say, "That never happened." Yet your memory is crystal clear. They arrogantly deny reality and try to rewrite history right before your eyes. When called out, gaslighters not only deny facts, but often flip the script to blame the other person. So when you address legitimate issues in the relationship, the narcissist turns it around so that you end up apologizing for their wrongdoings. It's a slick maneuver to dodge accountability and keep you second-guessing yourself. But don't let them shake your confidence by distorting reality. Have faith in yourself and trust your own perception, because the truth is always on your side. Number 2. The silent treatment. Ever dealt with someone who shuts down all communication when upset or gives you the cold shoulder? By using the silent treatment as punishment, the narcissist hopes to condition you into not triggering their sensitivity. It's a highly toxic and abusive tactic. Passive aggression is a narcissist's closest ally, and when they sense losing control over you, cutting off all communication is their way of emotionally manipulating you into compliance. You may suddenly get zero response to text or calls for weeks, wondering, are they still alive or did I do something wrong? This ambiguity is precisely their goal. This painful silence is intended to hurt and frustrate you for perceived mistreatment of them. But in reality, it means you likely called them out on shady behavior, maintained a boundary, or just disagreed with their almighty wisdom. By isolating you this way, the narcissist hopes to train you into tiptoeing around them so that you never step out of line again. It conditions you to beg and walk on eggshells to reconnect. You may pour all your energy into trying to get through to them or even take the blame to end the silent standoff. However, if you succumb to this pressure, it only shows them that their control tactics are working. Number 3. Triangulation. Narcissists love pitting people against each other and stirring up drama for attention or sympathy. They masterfully play friends, family members, or even strangers like pawns by using a tactic known as triangulation. This can happen when they share private information with others in order to smear your image and turn them against you. Narcissists also like to triangulate through comparison. For example, at work, they might explain how someone else can do a job better than you, and say something like, "Your colleague wouldn't make such a dumb mistake with this account. Why are you struggling so much with something so simple?" This exaggeration of the other person's competency is designed to shame you and poke holes in your self-esteem. The narcissist is also good at engineering unhealthy triangles by using flirtation. They may try to insert themselves into the center of a relationship and turn partners against each other by using manipulation and lies. This keeps the narcissist doused in precise ego fuel because they love any drama that places them in the middle of a messy web. Number 4. Projecting. Narcissists despise confronting their own dysfunctional attitudes, insecurities, and flaws. As an unconscious defense mechanism, many have mastered the art of projection to maintain their precarious self-image of superiority. Rather than acknowledge their faults openly, they like to deflect unwanted traits onto convenient targets. And if you challenge their attitude or behavior, get ready for a bombardment of unfair counterattacks to make you feel ashamed, defective, or even crazy. Number 5. Blame shifting. Alongside unrelenting projection, blame shifting is another beloved tool to escape accountability. Narcissists have essentially zero capacity for handling responsibility. When errors or wrongdoing surface, their ego structure is simply too fragile and dependent on upholding a perfect, idealized image of the world. Accepting that they somehow contributed to a problem can easily send them down a spiral of shame, leading them to feelings of inferiority and worthlessness. Since their psyche survives through ego preservation tactics alone, blame shifting is their go-to maneuver and will perform mental gymnastics to justify why nothing could possibly be their fault. A typical conversation between yourself and a narcissist might go something like this. "I'm really struggling with our relationship and your lack of affection toward me." And their response could be something like, well, if you didn't nag me all the time about what a failure I am, maybe I'd want to be more intimate with you. The narcissist plays the victim by reversing roles, making it seem as though it's them who are constantly misunderstood and unloved. This manipulation shifts focus away from their own actions and cleverly transfers the burden of blame onto you. Unlike a healthy relationship with adults who can acknowledge mistakes with empathy, a narcissist will relentlessly avoid accountability and blame shift to maintain their ego at all cost. Number 6. Narcissistic Rage. From time to time, most of us can feel irritated or even angry. But have you experienced someone completely fly off the handle over minor issues? Their eyes blaze red with rage and their face contorts in fury as they unleash a torrent of swearing and aggression towards you. Welcome to the realm of narcissistic rage. Usually triggered when they feel threatened, their outbursts are disproportionate to the trigger, such as an innocent disagreement with their views, confronting their lies, or really anything they perceive as criticism or ego bruising. The sheer intensity is meant to shock and bully you into submission. It also emotionally regulates them after feeling injured. Their yelling, blaming, and shaming, and intimidation tactics all serve to reestablish dominance so you don't dare challenge them again. Understandably, people who are on the receiving end of narcissistic rage can struggle with anxiety and might feel as if they're constantly walking on eggshells. Ultimately, their goal is to condition your behavior through fear. Narcissistic mind games can be draining and will leave you feeling emotionally exhausted. However, recognizing their manipulation is the first step toward reclaiming your power and sense of self. If you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, confused, or lost in a relationship, consider reaching out to a mental health specialist for support and guidance. We hope you enjoyed learning about the 6 mind games a narcissist will always play. And if you'd like to share your thoughts, feel free to leave a comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we hope to see you again soon in the next video. Bye.